What do you think of the music? Mushen, hello. Adam Perry. How are you guys doing tonight? Thanks, Perry. We are ready to rock and roll. Hey, you says he loves jazz. Like it a lot. Yes, it has to be good jazz though, doesn't it? Hey, you. Yes, not all jazz music are made equal, I guess. Matt, hello. Okay. This, I'm afraid, this is getting on my nerves because it's sort of loud and soft, loud and soft. I don't know what's wrong with Clubhouse music, but hey, you know, it's a can-do music. It's not great, but hey, why not? Very nice. Hello, you guys. While you wait, let's wait for a little bit longer, and please check out the pin link while you're at it. 大家在等待的时候呢，我们等一下。佩里这边已经准备好了，那我们等一下就可以开始。那大家可以先看一下置顶的连结，看今天晚上我们的主题又回到我们的惯用语系列。那等一下呢会简单的开场，然后就欢迎我们的 VIP Podcaster for Podcaster Time。Very very cool podcast tonight. Alex says he's looking forward to today's outline or today's article. There's no article tonight, Alex, but we do have some idioms to share. We'll work on that. Okay? So you guys feel free, if you guys don't know, you can swipe right. 如果大家不清楚的话呢，其实可以往右滑 swipe right and you will see the room chat， 就可以到这个聊天室里面聊天。所以呢，John 老师有空呢，或佩利老师有空呢，就会滑过去看一下，跟大家互动。All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the room chat. In the meantime, please do check out the pinned link so you don't miss out on what we're going to be sharing tonight. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to our podcast, 如果大家还没有订阅我们的 podcast 的话 now is the time to do so. 欢迎大家赶快呢留着这个页面，然后回到这个 Apple Podcast 或 Google Podcast 来订阅我们通勤学英语的 podcast. In case you don't know. 那另外呢，我们其实 YouTube 呢 IG 跟 Facebook 都已经建立起来了，所以大家看你是用什么方便，可以用 YouTube， 也可以跟我们同步的，现在马上的同步的直播呢，也可以做这个互动。然后呢，还有在我们的 Facebook 粉专呢，现在也是同步的直播，所以可以跟我们互动。然后佩里老师会看那边大家的留言，马上 pass 过来给我们这边 Clubhouse 来做最直接的互动哦。Eric, Molly, good evening, you guys. Good to see ya. Hi, Eric. We see you. Xiaohe, hello. Good evening. All right. Petty, shall we rock and roll? Let's get the show on the road. Petty says we're ready. Okay. Let's get the show on the road then, you guys. Hello, and welcome to another session of 15 Minutes Live Podcast. 欢迎大家又再次来到 Monday night 9点钟准时的这个我们15 Minutes Live Podcast， 也就是我们的15 Minutes 通勤学英语的直播式的直播。那通勤学英语呢，就是来引导大家呢做最自然的英语学习。那这边呢，我是通勤学英语的主持人，我是 John 老师。然后在我的旁边呢是我们的 Patty 老师 ，Patty say hi， 嗨 ，Patty 老师要顾 YouTube 还有我们的粉专，所以就这个 Patty 就辛苦了。可是今天晚上呢，我们等一下要分享的内容呢，其实 Patty 就跟 Patty 老师非常非常有关，就跟 IT 有关哈，所以等一下我们要请 Patty 老师来跟我们聊一下。But as everybody knows, we have a new segment. 我们现在新的时段呢，我们会邀请我们台湾有趣的这个 podcaster 同好们来分享他们的有趣的多元的这个节目哦。因为大家可能知道，通勤学英语就是一个从 podcast 起家的，然后到我们现在呢做到不同的节目形态呢，从 vocab， 然后到我们现在15 minutes live podcast， 都是各位可能在我们的节目上，在我们的频道里面呢会听到的这些节目哦。那今天晚上的 live session 呢，也会被John老师稍微做剪接，然后呢分享给没有办法今天晚上来参加我们的通勤家族这样子。那今天晚上的 podcast time， 我们要邀请到一个，其实这个台语哦，这个是用台语讲的啦，所以我的台语不是很好，对，台湾话不是讲的非常好，所以这个应该是叫哎呦麦勾捆啊，
没错。
OK great， 所以我们来欢迎我们的 Lin 跟 Fred， 其实他们有他们的名字啦，等一下我们请 Lin 来介绍一下哦。我们欢迎哎呦麦勾捆啊的 Lin and Fred，Welcome，
Hello。
OK， 所以是 Lin 帮我们先做介绍吗？
对，没错。
Fantastic. So Lin is actually Elim, right? Am I
Yes.
correct? Your English name. So Elim, why don't you tell us a little bit about a quick breakdown of your podcast?
Yes，就麦勾捆啊 ，it means don't fall asleep. It means if you can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. So we hope our podcast can wake up some people.
Wake up and smell the roses. Hello.
Yeah.
Smell the coffee and smell the roses. Okay.
And
fantastic.
But
yes.
In podcast, my name is IOIE. It's because I have my own IG account before. And
you do?
Yeah, and mainly for psychological test and interactive post. But I feel I need someone to help me to prove my psychological test is not a lie.
I see.
So I found 闹钟先生 with me to create a podcast.
Mr. Clock. So let's welcome Mr. Clock, and also known as Fred.
Yeah, hello everyone.
What's up, Fred? Hello, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, 那我就接着介绍。
Go ahead, Fred.
Yeah. 就是我英文没有那么好，所以我就简单用中文介绍。Yeah， 我是那个 psychotherapist， 就是諮商心理師。Yeah， 然後我的專長是 family therapy， 就是所謂的家族治療。那就是艾尔阿姨找我一起來，她想要證明她的心理測驗不是一個 not a lie， 就是不是 fake，but that's not a real psychological test. That's just a quiz. 对，就是这样。对。
Okay, thank you for clarifying with us. I think calling it a quiz is better than, a psychotherapy, analysis test or psychotherapy test. Any of those tests, it has to be done by a professional. Yeah, but these quizzes, though, that people love, that does not need any professional help. Yes， 所以我们心理测验呢，在很多网络上，其实那个不需要有任何的专业人士去解读嘛，对不对？它其实就是一个有点类性向测验这样子的概念嘛，对不对？
就是一个破冰的感觉。
Okay, okay. More for fun.
Yeah.
More for fun and self-awareness.
对，所以我们前面的那个节目都会有准备一个心理测验，那我们后面就会跟大家讨论各种脱单的原因，因为我们就是想要每个人都可以在做自己的同时，也可以拥有一个健康快乐的关系。
Wow, that's fantastic. So how long have you guys had this podcast for?
Half a year.
6 months only?
Yeah, just 6 months. Maybe 4 months at best.
Wow, fantastic. So tell us about how you two, like ganged up together and built this podcast. Where did you find Mr. Clark and how did you two meet? Are you friends from before?
Yes, we are friends. 我们大概认识20几年，快30年了。大概从我们4、5岁就5、6岁就认识了。
Jeez, okay. From way, way back. You are childhood friends.
所以才可以一起做这个，不会吵架。
Oh, very nice, very nice. And who does the post-editing work? 谁做后制的呢？
全部都是我。
Okay, fantastic. So how many episodes do you release in a week?
I hope 我是希望1个礼拜1次，但好像最近是2个礼拜、3个礼拜。
Okay. So sometimes it's a little bit more than a week, but mostly a week.
Yes.
Once a week. Okay. Fantastic stuff. So, Ilim, we have to go back to your nickname in the podcast. Ayo Ai.
Yes.
You say that is from your previous Instagram account.
Yes.
So why Ayo Ai? Because you don't sound very old.
Yeah, but I think 因为就感觉可以用阿姨的心态会比较吸引人，人设而已。
Okay.
就是刚好
Do you feel you are more mature than other people?
Yes.
I see. So it's matter of maturity. 就是心智成熟度，你觉得你比较成熟一点，所以因为很多人会觉得我就不要，就是还这么年轻就被叫老。可是你是觉得你自己可以 hold 得住这个阿友阿姨的这个 title， 对不对？
因为我的那个 IG 的 TA 大多也都是大概大学、国中、高中生。
I see。所以你觉得他们看你像阿姨，不是像姐姐？
应该直接就叫阿姨了。
And Fred, where did you get your nickname? 那 Fred 的那个 nickname 呢？
就我们
闹钟先生来。
闹钟先生，就是我觉得这个设定很有趣，因为我们早上起床的时候，我们如果要被闹钟叫醒，其实很重要的是我要愿意被闹钟叫醒。所以虽然我是一个 psychotherapist， 我会给maybe 有一些建议也好，或者是有一些陪伴，但也要这样的一个人愿意接收到这样子的讯号，他才能够被叫醒。所以我们其实在做这个 podcast 的时候，也是会非常鼓励我们的听众朋友们能够练习也好，能够学习更认识自己。但如果他真的没有愿意，真的也没有意愿，那我们是怎么叫都叫不醒他的。
Okay. So you serve as like a trigger mechanism. You're hoping to induce some response. 透过闹钟先生的这个分享呢，可以带动勾起你的这个任何一个反应，
对，
都好，对不对？
没错。
Okay, fantastic. That's great. 好，那我们再来呢，就要问 Ilim 哦，就是你们现在做了6个月里面啊，如果我们现在通勤家族要就是对这种我们讲的 quiz 哦，这种心理小测验啊这种东西有兴趣，然后想去听你的 podcast 的话，你会推荐哪一集？你最喜欢的是哪一集？推荐给大家。
我一定是最新的，因为
最新的
对，因为那一集的，就是我们是搭配的是6种脱单方式，那重点是那个心理测验也很好玩。那一集是在讲，就是你可以在爱情里面容易被骗的几率，这样。
在爱情 ，so in a relationship, the chances of you being cheated on 被劈腿的那种吗？还是这个骗是骗钱的那种？还是说
both？
Oh, okay, so not just cheated on. ，being used， 被利用嘛，对不对？
对，
英文呢我们就会讲 being used。Wow, okay, so this is very interesting, yeah. 所以每一集都有一个心理测验，那这个心理测验 Elim 是去哪里生的？
生活中。
哦，
我们今天有为你预备一个，我们等一下快结束的时候可以一起大家来。
interesting. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. 我们给大家一点时间，我们来试看看好了。反正讲到这里，对不对？那我们等一下是 Fred 会帮我们，闹钟先生会帮我们这个唤醒一下吗
？I could try.
Okay, so shoot, Elim, I'm very curious. What do you have?
Okay, 好了吗？大家都好了吗？
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us?
好
，OK， 所以我们有选项嘛，对不对？
有选项，有4个选项。
Okay.
那在线的听众们也可以一起来听，然后选择你们适合的。
Fantastic.
因为否降老师嘛，
听好了，
所以我们的心理测验是测出你适合学习英语的方式，英文的方式。
Oh, okay. So what is your style of learning?
Yes.
For English. Okay, fantastic.
好，你现在呢？想象你随便走到一家商店，除了商品以外，你会注意到什么事情 ？A. 桌上的目录。
Okay.
B. 整个环境的装潢。C. 员工的脸。
Okay.
D. 店里面的音乐。
So we have 4 options.
Yes.
Okay, you are now walking into a shop. It could be a 7-Eleven, it could be any supermarket. So other than the products on the shelves, the foods on the shelves, the groceries on the shelves, what do you notice? Do you notice, number 1, the catalog on the table or on the counter, right?
Yes.
Any catalog? B, do you notice the decor? Do you notice the floor plan, the layout of the shop? C, or third, do you notice the face of the clerk? And last D, or the 4th option, do you listen to the music in the store?
张老师，你选哪一个？
I'm thinking. I don't usually pay attention to the catalog. 比如说去走进 Seven 的话，通常都是结账才会去看到在意那个目录，可是那个目录我也很少看。So no. Decor maybe
Okay.
Decor. Face of the sales clerk. No, I don't notice them really because they're very busy anyway. Music in the store maybe. I think it's either music or decor for me.
Music. Choose one.
Okay. 7-Eleven music or any sound effects in 7-Eleven is not particularly interesting, but you do remember it, right? Because you've been there so often. Yeah. And then sometimes they've got this TV now that plays that has ads, right?
Yes.
就是有时候会有这个
电视墙广告，
那个卖，对它的广告，比如说什么要卖香好朋友啊什么的，你就会被洗脑，那会被强迫要听。对，麦香奶茶那种我都会被洗脑，然后就很想去拿麦香奶茶。OK， gosh, decor or no, I don't really. I mean, I do notice the decor, but only when I'm shopping. Let's go music. 我们就说 music 好了。
Okay.
I'll get brainwashed by the music more.
Yeah, that's perfect.
那等一下，我们来看。Okay. So in our room chat, Paying says she's always after decor, and Zach says decor. We got Ting also for decor, and we got Wang says the face of the clerk. Okay, so. And then Molly and Nicole and Helen. Oh, sorry. Molly and Nicole both says music. So we are on the same page there. And Helen says also decor. So nobody notices the catalog. 所以 A 就没有人选了，没有人在意这个目录。所以 B、C、D 比较多人选。目前呢，看起来是 B 3位，B 4位、5位哦，大家都选 B 啊，都看装潢的。这个去店里面看装潢这件事情，氛围很重要，
没错，
氛围很重要。然后呢 ，Molly, Nicole, and I, we go for D. So music, the music sets the tone for us. Alex and 小贺 also says B， 所以我们 B 最多了。然后黑 U 说也是装潢，so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people for decor. All right, Lynn. So let's go with decor first. So, what kind of learning style do people who focus on decor focus on?
选择 B 的呢，我要公布答案喽。
Go ahead.
OK， 选择 B 的呢，就是呢，你适合到当地学习英文，或是用一些图片啊，或者是电影这种方式，就是融入式的。
OK, immersive style， 就是必须就是大量，然后身边环绕的这种，对不对？
没错。
OK， 所以氛围很重要，把自己沉浸在那个环境里面。可以。
好，那我们从 A 开始。
对 ，OK， 所以 A 呢 ，A 是最没人选的。
对，就是呢，适合的方式就是用书本的方式学习英文。
哦，大家都没有选 A， 这个是最传统的，对不对？
对，
这是最传统苦读的，这种填鸭式的，
没错。
Old school。
选择 C 的呢，员工的脸，
员工的脸
就是适合用谈恋爱的方式学习英文。
Hang on a second。所以看脸的人是不能讲看脸的人，好像有点怪怪的。反正如果会注意员工脸的人或员工表情的人，他是要用谈恋爱的方式学习英文，
就是喜欢跟人互动，喜欢跟人互动嘛。那你就是多跟人互动，你的英文如果都用英文的话，那个效率跟那个效果
所以人是重点，
对，人是重点。
所以要么就是you find a boyfriend or find a girlfriend,
yeah,
practice
暧昧也可以，
或是 language exchange, a pen pal 笔友的这种，
没错，
对不对？
在这里也可以哦。现在大家可以在对聊天室里面打上你们的 IG， 有兴趣的可以互相认识一下。
对，然后顺便再回去听你们那一集是脱单。
对，
没错，因为你刚刚已经有分享了脱单。So what about D？D
呢，电影的音乐就是呢，你适合听壮老师的通勤学英语。
This is a given. This is a given. Thank you. 对，所以 D 是送分题啦，对不对？D 就是大家已经有在做了送分题。
没错。
OK。没问题的 ，This is a whole lot of fun， 这个还蛮有趣的哈，自己去想一下。对，强连结其实那个第一个印象就是什么，对不对？如果你进去店里面啊，你做这件事情，第一件事你会关注的，你会注意的。If you focus on the person, then that relationship and interaction is what you are after, right?
Yes.
That person-to-person interaction. And then if you notice that the core, it's the environment that is important to you. 所以你要沉浸在那个环境里面嘛，对不对？然后呢，如果是听音乐的，那我们就是听力型的，那就是平常呢，就是可以通勤听啊，哪个洗澡的时候也可以听啊，等等的。这个有空的时候就听，对不对？就跟听音乐一样。其实听音乐很多时候你也没在认真听音乐，你也没有在听它的这个歌词嘛，对不对？所以意思是一样的。So this makes a whole lot of sense. This is very, very nice. Yes. So Fred, what do you have to say? Fred 的解读会是什么呢？如果是 Fred 选的话 ，Fred 是选什么？
如果是我会选 C，员工的脸，就是我适合。
Why？
比起恋爱，我觉得那更像是在谈maybe in relationship 或者是 in 那个 interact， 就是在互动的过程，有一来一往、一来一回的方式来学习英文是有趣的。而我进一步分享为什么会是这4个选项。我们都知道，其实除了像 John 或者是某一些很厉害的对英文本来就非常有兴趣的人之外，其实我们在学英文通常会遇到一些挫折或困难，所以呢， 为什么会选这4个选项？是因为当我们第一个 notice 到的东西，表示它是最无痛或者我们最容易、最舒适的方式，让我们接收到这个讯号。所以，如果是像刚刚说的那个 decor， 就是装潢，它代表的是一个 vibe。所以，如果当我要做一件我觉得不容易，跟我需要花一点心思的事情，但我沉浸在那个 vibe， 我能够更无痛的学习，或者我能够更轻易的接收这件事情，那就会让我们的学习其实是更容易的。比如说音乐，那就代表我对于我的听觉是非常非常的敏感，或者这个对我来说是舒服的。所以像刚刚我看到那个 chat room 里面有人说在看 Netflix， 所以看 Netflix 这件事情
，Netflix 看双语字幕加听力。
所以在那个看双语字幕加听力，所以他听力学习的过程对他来说是一个舒服，而且是可以有加成效果的方式。所以我觉得每一个听众朋友也可以，我们回去看。到底哪一个对我来说是我喜欢跟舒服的方式？这也是我们在透过学英文的过程。那我相信今天我们进来这个 chat room 的人，相信都是非常喜欢透过听的方式。而且我相信 John 老师的那个分享，也会让我们觉得哇，原来学英文一点都不是一件困难的事，是一件很舒服的事情。
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. Thank you for that explanation. 所以 Fred 这个闹钟先生呢，就把我们唤醒了，对不对？其实我们在做每一件事情啊，其实我们的那个行为是不是背后都有一个动机嘛？有点带一点心理学。那这个呢，如果我们有够细腻的会察觉到的时候呢，这个也就是我们英文讲的 self-awareness, right? If you're aware about what you're doing and your consciousness， 其实在日常生活中呢，学习当中呢，其实你就会知道你自己是哪一类型的人，哪一类型呢，让你是觉得越做越顺，对不对？
谢谢 John。
那对，顺着自己的这个步调来做，绝对是最自然的方式啦，对不对？如果我们这样呼应 Fred 所分享的，就是说，如果在一个我们不是很抗压的，比如说心理的，然后我们在一个高压环境里面，绝对那种学习啊，或者是那种吸收，或者是那种互动，都是不见得多良好的，那个能量都不见得多好。
是，
对。可是呢，我们只要可是呢，这个也归咎于说，我们自己要去 know yourself。And know what you're good at, and then find the perfect spot for yourself， 就是要替自己找到那个最适合的那个环境，对不对？
那个 self-awareness 这件事是非常非常重要的。对，
所以 self-awareness 的中文是什么？
自我觉察。
OK。
或者如果我们用白话一点，叫做自我认识。
自我认识，对自己了解有多少，对不对？
对，
可是其实我们对我们自己的认识是蛮多的啦，只是说我们没有把它，应该是说把它定义化或把它点出来。
是，
对，可是其实我们平常的行为，就外人看我们都会知道说啊 ，John 就是这样的。
对，但有的时候反而我们自己会没有发现。
自己没有发现，
对，
没错。对，因为不会整天拿着镜子。
Yeah, that's right.
对，没有到那么 vain 的，没有到那么爱自己的自恋的。
没错。
All right, thanks very much for sharing there, Fred. 那我们再听听，刚刚 Paddy 好像没有讲到 ，Paddy 呢 ？Paddy 你选哪一个 ？A、B、C、D。Paddy 老师，你选哪一个？Paddy 老师可能还在这个回复一些 message 当中，没关系，我们就继续往下去。那我看一下 room chat 里面Hey You 说是装潢，他 care 装潢，对，所以环境Hey You 你记得你最喜欢的是环境 ，so you have to find that environment for yourself. And Paying says 好可惜，我错过谈恋爱的方式了。I don't think that's what Fred is trying to say. OK， Elin 跟 Fred 的意思是说，不是，是说如果你很爱那种人与人之间的互动，不是你错过了，对不对？你明天想要开始谈恋爱，没有人阻止你。对，你想要谈几次恋爱，没有人阻止你对，你没有一点都不会错过。It's never too late to fall in love。Right， 然后 Nicole 说正在努力 ，It's okay, Nicole. We are all trying to be our better selves every day. 我们每天都在我们自己的努力上面，在自我努力Okay, and Ting says, John, when are you going to make the video? the video for 我们我们把 quiz 变成 video 的话，哇，那个可能会太轰动了。我们不要太红，我们低调一点。Yes， 所以如果 Lin 呢推荐大家要去听麦沟捆啊，他们的 podcast 呢，因为 keyword 来说，对不对？因为我这个国字真的是这个要念其实有点困难，所以我们找是不是 Elim 是不是就可以找到你们的 channel， 对不对？
可能会先找到我个人的。
会变成找到你个人。
对。
那所以
我导过去也可以。
从 IG 再过去也可以，对，因为我觉得那个麦沟捆啊，他那个字好像不是，然后你们还有惊叹号，对不对？所以惊叹号，然后麦沟捆啊，还有惊叹号，所以试看看惊叹号可能就会有了。
对，
我觉得是这样，
对
不对？惊叹号就会有。对，那刚刚讲到 Elim 说，大家如果要去听的话呢，是要听他们最新的 episode。那 What about Fred？Fred 觉得嘞？Fred 的如果要推荐你最喜欢的那一集，你会推荐哪一集
？OK， 如果是我最喜欢我个人，我会选我们现在正在陆续播出的是12星座的脱单方式。那有介绍到一个是 Gemini， 就是双子座。
Gemini。
为什么我会挑 Gemini？ 就是因为 I am a Gemini。
所以 OK， 闹钟先生是 Gemini， 所以他推荐大家要听双子座的这个 episode。那这个 episode 呢，我现在看到是是花心大萝卜的双子座，其实只是太替别人着想，不要误会我了。What a long title！ 这一集还蛮长的好，就是反正 Key 双子座10月31号上架的这一集，好，是你最喜欢的。
对，
那里面的内容就是讲，我们就可以应该是说 Fred 的意思是要我们多听一点，就知道闹钟先生是什么样的人嘛。
而且更多的其实是我觉得我自己在介绍的时候我也很开心，我在分享的时候我自己也非常非常的投入，所以我觉得这种好开心的感觉我也很希望分享给每一个听众朋友。
懂。那我这边就跟Elim讲了，就表示他介绍你的星座的时候不是特别投入，
没错。
太熟了，你知道吗？然后讲到你星座就whatever。
每次录音都没有怦然心动的感觉了。
他已经整理心中的杂念对不对？要 spark joy。又讲到 Marie Kondo 去，对，好，谢谢我们今天非常谢谢麦沟捆啊的 Elim and Fred， 我们的闹钟先生还有我们的阿姨来跟我们分享他们有趣的这个心理小测验，他每一集有心理小测验，然后呢又带一点星座。所以大家可以听看看，然后其实我一直觉得他们好像做很久，其实做6个月，我还蛮 shock 的。我一直觉得好像你们的 logo， 你们那个 cover photo 好像在哪里有看过。对，我一直觉得你们好像做很久了。
真的吗？
所以可见你们有一定的曝光了。对，可见你们有一定的曝光。
谢谢庄老师。
我觉得这个议题，我觉得星座啦这种，还有小心理测验这种的议题，我觉得大家听起来会比较轻松。然后呢，其实有些时候可以就是 know yourself， 然后又可以跟朋友一起玩。我觉得这个是可以带动很多互动的。你们的 channel 非常非常的有趣，谢谢我们的 Elim 跟 Fred 来跟我们介绍你的这个 podcast 所以再一次惊叹号麦沟捆啊惊叹号，对，
没错，
那个惊叹号 key 上去可能会比较容易找，对我自己是用可是我都找到别的对，我都看到别的，可能那个是之前就是 Elim 的那个 handle 有在上面，对，会找到，所以大家我们通勤家族有空的时候呢，就可以来听听他们的 podcast。谢谢我们的 Elim 跟 Fred，
谢谢张老师，
不客气，下次有机会再来玩，谢谢。那再来呢，我们就回到我们的这个今天的主要的 segment， 就是我们的惯用语 segment， 惯用语系列。So coming back to our regular program, we are going to be talking about idioms for the IT industry. There we go. And moving on. So if you guys have already subscribed to our podcast, go check out Elim's and Fred's podcast too. Okay. So guys, coming back to the regular program, tonight we're going to do something for the IT industry. 如果大家是有在科技业相关的工作呢，其实今天晚上的这些惯用语呢 it's for you. All right. These are some of the idioms that you may be able to use a little bit more than other people in their industries. So tonight we're going to be talking about the 5 idioms. 今天晚上有5个 idiom。那这边呢，刚刚为什么我说佩里老师可能会非常非常熟悉呢？因为佩里老师其实是这个直播专业啊，跟他的酒专业其实都跟科技业都有关。他本身就是这个数位学习的这个非常前卫的人哦，所以在这个地方呢，所以讲到科技业，它这个里面呢，一定有很多字它可以用。对 ，So let's go to the first idiom for tonight. The first idiom for tonight is acid test. Acid test. What? Acid test? 酸质测试酸质测试 acid test. What do you think it means? All right? We're going to explain the meaning in a little bit, but let's go on to the next one. The next one for tonight is the problem is between the keyboard and the chair. The problem is between the keyboard and the chair. 问题是在键盘与椅子中间。What the heck does this mean? And the third idiom for tonight is fire on all cylinders or fire all cylinders. OK. 所以呢，这个 cylinders 就是我们的讲的气缸引擎里面的气缸。So fire on all cylinders or fire all cylinders. 点燃或者是把它们全部加速燃烧，全气缸。Okay? Interesting. So this is a little bit less IT, more mechanical engineering or more engineer related. But it's okay. We can still use it. Next, we got get your wires crossed. Get your wires crossed. 所以这里也可以讲说是线打结了，或者是两边的线接错喽。So if you got your wires crossed, yeah, that means you didn't cross it. 它不是只有打结，它可能也是接错的一种讲法。Okay? And the last one for tonight is pull the plug. Pull the plug. Okay. What happens when you pull the plug? 如果你拔插头，你会发生什么事呢？We can talk a little bit about that. Okay. So coming back to acid test. 大家觉得 acid test 酸质测试是什么意思呢？It means this is a test to help you to make a decision on whether or not to do something, or it will show you whether it's worth doing or not worth doing, or the quality of something that is high or low. The example sentence, this beta test will be the acid test needed for our project to receive funding. Okay. 所以这个贝塔测试呢，会是我们的酸质测试，然后我们所需的酸质测试呢，让我们这个专案呢能够得到注资哦。所以呢，这个就是分水岭，或者是说让这件事情成真，或者是做好的一个方式。Acid test. It is the acid test needed. Okay. To help you make that final decision. Interesting 啊 ，acid test 这个可能是我们的国高中科学里面会学到的，对不对？我们的 chemistry 里面会学到的，化学里面会用到的 acid test。那反正就是我们就是酸质测试嘛，然后大家去联想说，我们在 engineering 这一块 ，software engineering or perhaps hardware engineering, whichever, the acid test will help you determine the quality or the worth of something. Very useful, huh? Acid test. Think about it. 想看看平常在做什么呢？会做这样子的一种测试哦。Now, moving on. The problem is between the keyboard and the chair. The key word here is between the keyboard and the chair. So what is between the keyboard and the chair? Think about it. 这个 idiom 呢就蛮有趣的，就是 between the keyboard and the chair， 在键盘跟椅子之中有什么东西呢？So this idiom means the problem was caused by the user, not by you, not by anyone else, but by the person sitting between the keyboard and the chair. OK， 然后呢，业界也有一种讲法哦，大家可以看到 picnic, P-I-C-N-I-C, problem in chair, not in computer. 所以这个是椅子上的问题，而不是电脑里面的问题。OK, picnic. OK, so it's very geeky. 这还蛮宅的哦，就科技宅，科技工程师可能会懂的。OK， 平常我们不是用了以后大家不是非常懂，不过在线上的世界呢，跟这个科技这个我们讲软体工程师世界里面的 picnic， 用这样子写法呢是成立的哦，是可以用的。And the next one, fire on all cylinders. Fire on all cylinders. 所以我们刚刚讲到 cylinders 就是我们的气缸，所以把它们全部点燃会发生什么事情呢？就是爆冲啦，对不对？就是 100% performance. It means that the system is working on 100%, working as well as it can.Example sentence, our network is firing on all cylinders after the update. 所以呢，我们的网路呢，我们的网速呢，是点燃全气缸的，就是说全速的在这个更新之后。Okay, very nice. Right.And the next one, get your wires crossed. 所以我们刚刚讲 crossed 就是交叉嘛，对不对？那交叉呢，这个地方呢 get something crossed， 这个除了打结交叉之外呢，这也可以说接错了。Cross your wire 有没有？大家记不记得在电影里面呢 ？Sometimes when you see in the movies and they trying to defuse a bomb and they're like red cable, red wire or blue wire.And then sometimes the blue wire goes to the red wire goes to the blue wire, so it's all crossed. It's all wrong. So if the wires are crossed, it means it was wrongly connected. 他们接错了 Okay? So it means here in useful people or in work situation, it means people understand each other. Okay. People, sorry, not understand. People misunderstand each other.Okay, 所以呢，when we get our wires crossed, that means we misunderstood each other. We didn't know. We weren't on the same page. Okay, so we misunderstood each other. Example sentence, we must have gotten our wires crossed the other day because he wasn't at the meeting at noon as planned. 我们那一天呢，应该是线打结了，因为呢，他这个中午的应该要开会的，可是他没有出现哦。So, we weren't on the same page. 我们另外一个用法就是 not on the same page， 就是我们没有读同一页哦，就是我们没有同步到。那线打结的也可以。It's more electric, right? It's more about power. A little electrical. Moving on, the last idiom for tonight.Pull the plug. This one should be easy. What happens when you pull the plug? Then you're out of power, right? Then you stop the project. So here the meaning is to end the project or to discontinue or to stop something. You pull the plug. All right, example sentence. It looks like time to pull the plug on this coding class. Okay, it looks like time to pull the plug on this meaningless project. It's time to pull the plug. 要把它插头了 OK 对，那跟这个我们可能近代呢，在台湾呢，我比较常听到的是拔网路线啊，那个比拔插头还毒。对，就是电脑继续 run， 然后可是没有网路 ，It's just as bad. Yeah， 或剪掉网路线 ，same concept. But here it's trying to say that you're not feeding it anything anymore. 所以通常呢，我们就会在这个 project 上面使用 pull the plug. Okay. or the idea or something in progress. 如果有在进程的东西呢 when you pull the plug, that means you're stopping it. Okay? So you're stopping all progress. Right. So to recap, let's quickly recap, all right? First, the idiom acid test. Next idiom, the problem is between the keyboard and the chair. Next, we have fire on all cylinders. Moving on to get your wires crossed. And then, if you don't like the project, if you don't like what you're doing, pull the plug. All right. I'm going to come back to check out the room chat that sees. I saw a message. Yes, Veronica says, by the people. Oh, yes, you were talking about what is between the keyboard and the chair. Yes, the mistake was made by the person between the keyboard and the chair. Yes, 所以这就是骂人，不带脏字，对不对？我们没有针对他，我们就说键盘跟椅子中间的那个错误是在键盘跟椅子中间嘛，对不对？我们并没有说是他。See, very interesting. Please don't use this tomorrow and then get hurt. 开始酸同事有没有？Please don't do that. Yes. So recap one more time. Acid test. The problem is between the keyboard and the chair. Fire on all cylinders. Get your wires crossed. And then pull the plug. Right. So the next segment, we're going to invite our 15 Minutes fam to come up and please use the idioms. Think of 2 to 3 scenarios where you can use the idioms. Or you're welcome to share a story using the idioms as you like. OK? 所以等一下呢，我们就欢迎我们的通勤家族来跟我们来练习哦，一起聊聊练习。要么就用2-3个惯用语来分享自身小故事，或者是说呢，想到2-3个不同的情境哦，你在公司可以或者工作的场合，或者是你跟你的这个科技业的朋友之间可以用到的情境哦，也可以做分享，所以欢迎大家来举手咯，来参加。Yes, Jimmy. Yes, cross the wires mean there are misunderstanding between you and somebody else. So we got our wires crossed. Yes, misunderstood. Right. So we got Molly and Alex on the line. And we have 杂草 and Yar Papa. Hello, 我们的 podcaster 朋友 Yar Papa. 还有我们之前正大女孩悄悄话的杂草，欢迎。All right, and paying stop a plan. Yes. All right. Let me quickly say hi to the people I haven't said hi earlier on. Helen, Florence, Paying, Zach, Veronica, Jerry, Fiona, Yuna, Patricia, Melody, Jim, Chris, Ella, Chen, Andy, Matt, Quan Chi, Zoe, Jimmy, Carol, and Peter. How are you guys doing tonight? Good to have you. Yes. Hello, hello, Yara Papa, hello. And we got Paying on the line. I'm just going to... Do we have any more hands tonight? Welcome. 我们还有通勤家族想上来跟我们聊一聊，用这个试试看用这个惯用语的吗？今天晚上是科技业的我们科技业的朋友欢迎来试看看咯。Where are you guys? One more. Shall we get one more? Anybody? Okay, we'll go on. All good. And first off, we have Molly tonight. Hello, Molls. How are you doing tonight?
Good. You?
Doing very well. Yes. Love today's weather.
Yes, it's pretty nice,
Yes.
right?
Did you catch the sunshine like I did?
Yes. I went to a park.
Me too.
Ooh.
I didn't exactly go to a park, but I did sit on a bench for 30 minutes just to catch some shine.
That's very good to your body.
I don't know if it's good for my body, but I was sipping coffee and enjoying, soaking up the sun.
Oh.
So I guess, caffeine and sun. Yeah, but vitamin D. Right. Okay, Malls. So what's your favorite idiom tonight? I think it's more for the IT industry, but I suppose we have many scenarios where we can use it in everyday life.
Yeah, I like the acid test. Quite easy to use.
Acid test.
Right.
Very good.
Okay.
Yes,
also,
but it is quite sharp though.
yes.
If so, you gotta use it. You can only use it in certain situations, and if you won't be able to use it wrong. To be honest.
Right. So I'm a bit worried because this is actually the first time I saw this term. So I'll try to
Yeah,
use
it's
it
more
in a
like a
sentence.
chemistry term. I would say.
Yeah.
As like an acid test. Yes.
Right.
An acid test, and you were saying, what is your other favorite?
Well, another one is got our wires crossed.
Oh, get your wires crossed.
Yeah.
Yes. Get your cables crossed. I'm sure a lot of people you can replace the word get your cables crossed or wires crossed. Both
Got
okay.
our
Cable
hair
and wires.
tangled.
Yeah. I think the word crossed and tangled would be slightly because crossed would have would be sort of a broader idea.
Mm-hmm.
So you could be connecting the wires wrong, or you have them literally crossed like tangled. But when you say tangled, it's it's got no relationship to being connected wrongly.
I see.
Yeah. So
Okay.
getting it crossed. Yes.
Yeah, I like this one too.
Yes. So instead of saying, I'm confused or, I got it all crossed.
Or maybe
You can
we're
also say that.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new way
Yes.
to
Like
say
I
that.
got it all crossed. I didn't understand.
Right. Is
There
it
we
possible
go.
to say like, it seems like our ideas are got crossed? Or
Our
no,
ideas got crossed. No, I think
No.
that has a different
Okay.
connotation. Yeah.
Sure.
But I think to just avoid confusion, then you want to add the wire part or the cable part,
Yeah.
and then talk about that idea. So, for example, like regarding the idea you mentioned the other day, I think I got our wires crossed.
Right.
That means I misunderstood what you meant.
Sure. Okay.
Very nice. Yes.
So let me try
wanna
to
go
pull
ahead
like
and-
2 to 3 phrases together.
Cool.
Okay.
Give it a go.
Sure. The bean roasting this morning was the acid test needed for our formula for our new specialty coffee. Yet-
Wow. Very nice.
Yet we
Yes.
must got our, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. That was fantastic. I'm very impressed.
Oh, thanks. And then, yet we must get our wires crossed because the bean smells burnt now. It looks like that we need to pull the plug on it for now until we get the temperature and the time right.
Wow, fantastic. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you really surprised me with that one. Yes, my favorite, caffeine.
Yes, my favorite too.
Coffee beans.
Did you grind
No, that
your
was
coffee every
great
day?
because yeah. I have up to 3 to 4 cups a day.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes. I bleed caffeine.
You need to use it like IV, just inject it inside your blood.
I wish I could.
That's
I don't
all.
think it's legal.
No, it's illegal.
I would OD. I would OD.
OD.
Okay. Overdose.
I see, right.
Yeah, I would overdose myself. So acid test, right? And you used get the wires crossed because you misunderstood because the coffee beans were burned,
Yes.
and then that's why you have to pull the plug
Right.
on this roast, on this batch of roast.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Very, very nice. Yes. Wow, that was fantastic. I really like that. And by the way, Molly, you have well, I wouldn't say secret admirer, but you have a big fan there in the room chat. Hey, you
Oh.
she says he loves your British accent.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, because he's a huge fan for British accent podcasts on Spotify.
Just
Right.
like me, I like Sherlock, produced by BBC.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Thank you very much, Molly. That
Thank you,
was
John.
great use of the idioms tonight.
Thanks for
Yeah,
the
very
teaching.
impressive. Yeah, you're very welcome. And next up, we got Alex on the line. Hello, Alex.
Hello, John.
Good evening, Alex. How are you this week?
And this week, I'm doing very great.
Very nice. Okay, glad to hear that, my man. So, your favorite idiom for tonight?
I want to choose
Hmm
the pull the plug.
Pull the plug.
Yes.
Pull the plug. You try, Alex. Pull the plug.
Pull the plug.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Please don't say pulley the plug. There's no Y there, so you want to be careful about that. Okay? Pull or push. Pull towards you and push away from you. Pull towards you and push away from you. So that's how you practice some of these words that you have difficulty in pronouncing. All right?
Okay.
Good. Okay, so you want to try pull the plug. What are you going to pull the plug on?
And I want to make examples.
Okay, go ahead. Shoot.
I think it is time for you to pull the plug on playing the video game.
Oh, time to pull the plug on playing video games. Yes. Sure. Not easy, but it's time to pull the plug on playing video games.
Yes.
Because next week is test week. So it's time to pull the plug on playing video games.
Yes.
Okay. Very, very nice. Okay, that's pull the plug. One more, Alex.
Okay, I want to choose the acid test.
Acid test. This is more for chemistry, but you give it a go. Let's see.
I think talk in front of talking to a professional is as test to me.
Talking to the professional will be acid test to Alex.
Yes.
For what reason? What is the reason?
Because I was so
acid test.
Because I will be so nervous. And I try to speak to other people.
Okay. So how about this? This acid test would be a clear indication of how you will perform later. So here's one for you, Alex. This one is sort of along the line of what you want to say. Okay. So let's say tomorrow you have a public speaking demo, like you have a demo, right? And the demo will be an acid test for your speaking test grades at the end of the semester. Do you understand what we're trying to say? So tomorrow's demo will give you an idea of how well you will, whether you need to do more or do less, okay? Or how well you will do in your final test, in your speaking test at the end of the semester. That'll be the acid test. So if you go back to the example sentence that I had, this beta test will be the acid test needed for our project to receive funding. So the beta test will determine whether we will get money or not. So the beta test is the acid test. If it goes well, then we do well. If we don't do well, if the acid test doesn't pass, then we are dead. It's gone. We do bad. Okay, that's how you use the acid test.
Okay.
Something of either good or bad result.
Okay.
Good, Alex. I'm glad. Yes. So do you want to go on? Want to try one more?
I want to try fire on all.
Ooh, fire on all cylinders. Cylinders.
Cylinders.
Yeah, cylinders. Yeah,
Cylinders.
cylinders. Good. Fire on all cylinders. Right. Go ahead.
And it's not only my it's not only my classmates, but also my teacher says said me say that
Mm-hmm.
I always I'm always flooding on all
Mm-hmm.
cylinders.
Okay.
Uh, when I was doing reading reading books or novels or textbooks.
Oh, that's interesting. That probably could be used like that. But I have a better one for you, Alex. So our teacher told us to fire on all cylinders 1 week before the tests. So
Oh,
1 week before the tests, the teacher say, "Hey, do your best starting today. Give it everything." So firing on all cylinders or fire on all cylinders.
oh,
Okay. Good, huh?
okay.
Yeah. That is an easier one for you. All right, Alex. Thank you for tonight. Good.
Thank you.
And yeah, thank you for joining us every week. You've been the one of the best attendees so far. Good job. Moving on, we got Paying on the line. Hello, Paying.
Hi, John. Good evening.
Good evening, Paying. Yes. Which is your favorite? And are you going to tell us a story, or are you going to give us a few scenarios to use the idioms in?
Due to my job, my position, HR, so when I see some idioms relate to people, I definitely choose them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, which one do you think is related to people today?
The problem is between the keyboard and the chair.
Oh,
Definitely.
without saying the name, right? Without naming who he is.
I really like this one when I see it. It already right in my hands and I never forget it.
You will never forget it because starting tomorrow you'll use it on
Always
boss,
in my mind.
Oh, yeah. Yes. The boss says, "What is the problem?" And then you say, "No, don't worry. It's between the keyboard and the chair."
Keyboard and the chair. Definitely the people, and I won't say the name.
Yes. So that's why we will say, "Oh, it's between the keyboard and the chair."
Yeah.
Yes, because we won't. You see, we won't even say person or people, right?
Yeah.
We'll just say, "Oh, that problem. It's between the keyboard and the chair."
Of course, the user.
There we go. Yes, so it could be a user problem, right? The user don't know how to. The user doesn't know how to use it properly.
Yes.
Okay. Good. And any other ones?
Yes. Yes. Get your wires crossed.
Get your wires crossed because misunderstanding happens every day.
Yes.
All the
yes.
time.
Yes. Especially when I have to explain regulations or rules to colleagues, and seems it's really hard to clarify or even when I feel I'm already said it very directly, they can't understand.
Okay, so what does that mean? Even when you explain it clearly, it seems like the colleagues and you have gotten all your wires crossed.
Yes, we got our wires crossed, and it happened today. So it really, I really have, I really have some connection with this idiom.
It's very close to your heart.
Yes.
Getting wires crossed.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. It just happened.
So getting the wrong signal too, right?
Yeah. We're not in the same page.
Definitely not on the same page. And our wires have been crossed. Yes. This is also quite common for sure.
Yes.
Except we're using this idiom just to sort of lighten the mood, so to speak. We're not trying to be harsh on the person for the situation. It's just, our wires were crossed. We didn't catch each other. We didn't get each other.
Yeah. Just some misunderstanding.
Yes. What about pulling the plug or fire on all cylinders? I'm sure you use that too.
Pull the plug.
If not as a test.
I always want to say pull the plug when there are too many projects or too many.
Oh, but it's not up to you though. To pull the plug.
Yeah, I if I can decide, I want to pull the plug for some projects.
Yes. Yeah. So sometimes, for example, your colleagues too with pull the plug, your colleague would come back and say, "Hey, Paying, what happened to that project you were talking about last week?" And then you would explain, "Oh, the boss pulled the plug on that one."
Oh, good.
Right? Whoops. The boss says no. So boss pulled the plug on that one.
Oh.
Yes. You can use, this is how the idiom is supposed to be used. So anything that's been stopped, you can explain that it's been pulled, that the plug has been pulled.
Yeah, and I really hope one day I can do the decision. I can make the decision.
Oh,
pull
don't
the
worry.
Plug.
when the day comes, you will hate it.
Oh, really?
When the day comes, you wish now you want to make decisions. And when the day comes that you can make a decision, you will hate it.
Oh.
You'll hate to be the person pulling the plug because then people will keep questioning you. Why did you pull the plug on that one?
Yeah, maybe they really like the project or they put a lot of energy on their project.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
Yes. All right. So, do you have a scenario for us, or you want to share a story with us today?
Share a story. Get our wires crossed.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I had explained the 确诊者的规定 the regulations of comfort.
So for COVID employees,
COVID-19.
Right? For employees catching COVID.
Yeah.
You've explained the regulations.
Yeah, about the type of leave and about the salaries and how to count, and seems they still seems we are get our wires crossed. So when they get the details of their salary, they still come to find me and ask me why the detail is like that. So, it's really hard to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really hard to explain.
Okay, so you've explained. Let's say you've explained your COVID policy, right?
Yes.
And also the leaves, and also as well as the wages, how to calculate the wages. With Peter, and then Peter 3 days later comes back and is still asking the same question. So when you talk to Peter and you say, Peter, we must have gotten our wires crossed. I thought you understood this. You told me you understood this last week. And Peter says, yes, understood it, but here I have an extra problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the sentence better after you're organized.
So the scenario is you've already explained. So Peter came and asked you a question, and you said, and you will probably tell Peter, I think we have gotten our wires crossed because I thought you understood everything last time.
Yeah.
Yes. So to describe that you probably misunderstood him, or he probably misunderstood you.
Yes.
Somewhere along the line, we have gotten our wires crossed.
Yes.
Okay. And as for the problem between the keyboard and the chair, maybe you helped somebody, for example, with the payroll system. Let's say you work with some coworkers, they use the payroll system. And, your boss calls you and say, hey, what's wrong? I heard from Emily there's something wrong with the payroll system. And then you went to check it out. So when you come back to your boss and you say, oh, boss, the problem's solved. And the boss says, what's the problem? And you say, oh, boss, the problem is between the keyboard and the chair.
John, I feel you. Did you see the story? Did you see what I'm doing my job? It's really what happened.
You forgot. You forgot. My bachelor's degree is also in human resources.
Yes. It's what
I know what the
every
office
day.
is like. Yes, it's called Murphy's Law. What won't happen will happen. And what will happen will always happen.
Yeah, you know everything about this.
Yes, so this is how you use it. When people ask you, hey, what's the problem? Then you say, I can only say the problem is between the keyboard and the chair.
I have to learn the word, the sentence. I have to say the problem is between the keyboard and the chair. Yes.
There we go. There we go. That's how you use it.
Yes. Thank you.
You are welcome, Peng. So that's, in the office, that's where all the fun happens. Yes. You might, like people, like my father, he would talk about all the terrible things that happened in the office that he had to overcome, the challenges. And then he, like today, in his mid-70s, he would smile and talk about it.
Wow.
He would think that is a lot of fun because right now his life is super boring. He's got nothing challenging anymore, But at that moment in time, he hated it. He was like, oh, yeah, that guy gave me all the headache, blah, 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 blah. But, now he's smiling about it because, it's life. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it's not like you can kill the thing between keyboard and the chair, right?
Yeah, and all the problems turn to his 成就感.
Yes, it becomes his sense of achievement or a part of his achievement.
Yeah, achievement. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That he can talk about again in his life.
Yes.
Yes. So, keep on at it. Yeah, you're not alone, Peng.
I have friends here.
Yes, you're not alone. We all here. We go to the office. We have same problem. Yes. Except sometimes my boss doesn't ask me what the problem is. I can't exactly tell him it's between the keyboard and the chair. Yes, it's between his keyboard and his chair, right?
Oh.
Yeah. All right. I'm just kidding. Thank you very much, Peng. So hanging
Thank
there,
you.
we're all with you. Yes, and that's Molly, Alex, and Peng tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. So tonight we have covered and discussed all about acid test. The problem is between the keyboard and the chair. Fire on all cylinders, get your wires crossed, and pull the plug. So think about it. If you haven't joined us tonight to practice, you're welcome to think about all the scenarios or the context that you can use these idioms in. Perhaps you can use them tomorrow already. Think about it, the situations there. All right. And before we leave today, thank you very much for joining us, Molly, Alex, and Peng again. And also we have our podcaster time VIP, our 还有阿姨 and also 闹钟先生，我们的 Fred， 谢谢我们的还有麦克坤啊。Podcasters to come and share the podcast with us. So if you guys are interested in little quizzes, please do subscribe to their channel. And as for us, we will see you next week, same time, same place again. And I am your host, Zhang 老师. And next to me is our Petty 老师. Petty, say bye. All right.
See you guys.
See you, Peds. Thank you, guys. And we will catch you same time, same place next week at 15 Minutes Live Podcast. See you. Good night. Bye-bye.